Hello, fellow Crayonators. We are bringing you our July newsletter. We wanted to come to you kind of face to face. We wanted to be able to let you know what is going on and give it to you in a more personable situation with this month's newsletter. I'm Frank, the CEO and co-founder of Crayons Ready to Eat.
And I'm Cassandra, COO of Crayons Ready to Eat, if you haven't already met us already. But if you guys already know us, welcome back. And to everyone who is just now meeting us, hi.
So, as most of you know, we brought the joke of calling Marines crayon eaters to a reality by making the first colorable chocolate crayon, hence Crayons Ready to Eat. Those of you that are getting this first have been our backers on our crowdfunding. And if you're seeing this a little bit, a couple days after Friday, because this is on Friday, July 8th, that you're going to be seeing this. Those of you that are seeing it after July 8th is getting our standard newsletter. So what we wanted to come here and talk to you about today is a lot of the adversities that we've been through this whole journey that we've been on. We've had to, one thing the military taught me was improvise, adapt, and overcome. And we have had to do that in these past 5 years. We have hit many hurdles, tremendous hurdles, and we're still here. And that's why we are coming to you in a video. We want to let you know that we're still fighting, we're still pushing, and we want to be able to get our crayons into you. So first, we want to let you know, when we launched in September 2018, we didn't understand, what it took to launch a food-based business.
No.
One bit.
No.
I was, blue collar, retail sales, woodworker, and you were retail, and you went to school to be a pastry chef for a few semesters and everything. And
yeah,
we had the idea and we made it happen.
Yeah.
So one of the biggest hurdles that we had in the beginning was we figured, after we had already tested the market with our local, networking veteran groups, let's get it out there. So we decided to start shipping a product. And within a week, the county of San Diego got our number, called us, and told us we needed to stop. We almost got shut down and not being able to sell any food products in San Diego. We almost got fined $10,000. But to the graciousness of the director of the health department, she understood that we were new at this. We didn't know what we were doing really. And she loved the idea. And she walked us through and helped us be able to produce or get to the steps to get our cottage food permit, which allowed us to go through 2019 and sell at local events, networking events. And we sold almost $2,000 worth of product. So it was pretty good.
Nice little first step.
Yep. So, and then 2020 happened.
2020. The dreaded year for everybody, pretty much. But unfortunately, COVID had hit us really hard, just like it hit everybody else, and it actually shut us down. We couldn't do anything. We were told that we couldn't sell. We didn't know what was happening, just like everybody else in the world. We just had to wait it out and hopefully get through it.
Exactly. See what the new guidelines were going to be.
Yeah, which we're of course still dealing with, but it's a whole lot better than what it was at the beginning of 2020, for sure. But then in February of 2021, we did start pursuing the idea of having a manufacturer and doing a mass production of our product. So pretty much we did a lot of research on different manufacturers, packaging, molds, all that, because we had nothing better to do. We wanted to make this grow.
Exactly.
So we just went and did a bunch of research.
Yeah. And then also February, we launched our crowdfunding. And thank you, to everybody that's getting to see this first. You helped us raise $15,000. And that was a major milestone. And on top of that, in June of 2021, Warrior Rising had invited us to what they had called as their Vetrepreneur Business Shower. As some of you may or might not know, I'm veteran of the United States Marine Corps, and they gear toward veteran-owned businesses. And they invited us up to this business shower. We got to do a pitch competition, and they granted us $10,000. So going into all that research that we did for the molds, the packaging, and the manufacturing, we had enough to be able to start making down payments and pursuing these options. And once we gained those funds, we went and started talking and trying to find many manufacturers, confectionaries. And a lot of them, they couldn't help us. They told us they didn't know what we did. They didn't know how we did it or how she did it. And, we re-engineered the chocolate industry. And then it wasn't until October that we finally, of 2021, that we finally found a manufacturer that says, yes, we will work with you. We will figure this out and understand and listen to you and how you did this so we can get into the mass production.
Yeah, and also luckily around that time we did find a packaging company was in the same area as our new manufacturer. So that worked out really good, because I think they were actually practically next door neighbors. Yeah. So we're just like, oh yes, this is in the bag. We got this. And we were able to make down payments of December of 2021, I do believe. Yeah, payments.
We were able to make down payments to the manufacturer to the manufacturer and the packaging company.
Yeah.
But we still hadn't found a mold yet. We haven't found the custom molds because we wanted our molds. And those of you that have been with us for a while know that we deliberately changed the shape so you could decipher for keep the joke going, the higher ranking military to the low ranking military and parents for children to decipher. Ours are safe to eat. The round ones are not recommended to eat. So that's why we did it. And we had to pursue, custom molds for that one. And then in late January at a networking event of 2022, we were able to get connected with somebody that was able to lock us into a mold company that had a representative here in the States that was based out of Italy.
Yeah.
And that there was, I think, the smoothest process we've had through this whole ordeal. We didn't hit no hurdles, no nothing. We got what we needed. We gave them the measurements, gave them the specs, and within, I think it was less than 6 weeks or so, the molds were produced in about 6 weeks time and shipped here to the States to our manufacturer.
Yeah, surprisingly super quick.
Yeah.
Which was really awesome.
And that's where we thought we were still on track for our May shipping.
Yeah.
And May 1st shipping. And we were trying to do everything we could. And then we hit 2 more hurdles. The manufacturing got delayed because some of the product didn't arrive there in time. But the main thing that happened is, as some of you saw in our May newsletter, that when they sent us our initial pouch and they put the crayons in it, we had quality control issues. The crayons showed up broken. And if they're showing up to us broken, we didn't want to show them up to you broken. So we had to come up with another alternative idea and work out different packaging and everything. And the packaging company and the manufacturer came up with an insert and to make the packaging just a little bit bigger to fit the insert in so the crayons would be held secure and wouldn't show up broken.
Yeah, they would sit nicely in there and they wouldn't rub up against each other. So we wanted the best quality of the product to be sent out to everybody because that's what we wanted.
Yeah. And if there's glitches, we're recording this. Sorry, it happens. But so what had happened is that when we ended up getting those issues, we knew that with the redesign of the packaging, now we're in the we had to get the packaging resubmitted, redesigned. and everything. So the inserts came in, inserts went smooth, they worked, they were lined up perfectly. And then the green light got given to go with the pouches, start producing the pouches to the correct specs to fit the crayons.
Yeah. And now, unfortunately, we have another hurdle. So, unfortunately, our newest package did not come in the way it was supposed to. So, for some reason, they had made it shorter and thinner, and I don't understand how they did this, but they made it childproof.
Well, here's the explanation that they gave us. Is somebody at the assembly line where they actually produce the crayons, I forgot the pouch, they end up reading the paperwork and it said CRE, crayons ready to eat. Well, in the packaging world, CRP means child-proof or child-resistant packaging.
I think it's child restrictive packaging.
Yeah,
something like
along,
that.
Yeah.
And they just they took the title of CRE and thought, yeah, it was a mess up. It was a huge mess up.
10,000 packages showed up shorter in measurements and opening and in length and child resistant. So what I'm going to show you everybody is I'm going to share the video that we were given regarding the how it affects everybody to be able to open up the packaging. So bear with me. I'm going to find image and I thought I had it loaded. Bear with us. If I put it, I had it loaded and it closed. Whenever the laptop closed down. All right. Full screen. Appreciate you bearing with us. So here's where you're going to be able to see what had occurred, what happened, and what caused the issue. Play.
Okay, so here's the packaging. This is, when you open this doesn't open. You have to go inside and get this, see this second flap and open it that way. So you see how tough that was to open? That's the childproof packaging.
So as you see, that is a massive problem. No, not massive, but it's a problem.
It's a pretty decent problem.
Yeah, it's a pretty decent problem. Our packaging is supposed to just be able to grab it, tear off the top, and pop it open easily. Because we do want children to be able to open these packages and be able to get into it. It is chocolate crayons. It's chocolate.
Yeah.
That you can color with. So that's the newest hurdle that we came into. And we can't apologize enough. And a lot of these things have been out of our control, out of our power, our reach. But you know, we've been, the manufacturer is working with the packaging company, and, the manufacturing company is, or the packaging company is telling us they're going to do right by us. They're going to do the right thing. They're going to reproduce all 10,000 pouches. And they're estimating, and this was as of about a week and a half ago, that they're looking at 4 to 5 week turnaround time to be able to get all those pouches into the hands of our manufacturer.
Mhm. And
So-
then I do believe it's going to take the manufacturer about a week to go ahead and put the product in the correct packaging finally. And then what, probably about another week or so for us to ship,
Yeah, so we have
pretty
about,
much.
so we're looking at, once they get everything filled, they're filling, we initially did a 5,000 unit order. Our initial order with the manufacturer, as I said, is about 5,000 pouches of 6 crayons each. So that is gonna take, like she said, it's gonna take a week. And then once that is done, the product will be in our hands in a matter of 2 to 3 days.
Right.
And then we will be diligently working hard to get everybody's order out.
Right.
And as soon as we have the product in hand, we will be sending out emails to everybody, letting them know that the product has arrived and shipping will commence. So
Correct.
there is a blessing to a lot of these hurdles. Many of you do know that this summer has been pretty hot. And we don't want to, it's not an excuse in any way, but it is a blessing, because those of you that have mailboxes or get your mail on your porch and it's hot out, you're going to be getting your crayons around the fall time when it's cooler and less chance of risking it melting on your porch, because
Right.
chocolate has about a,
Oh man.
the temperature is what, room temperature is 72 degrees.
At least some of us hope.
Yeah.
We
You
can
know,
see.
So chocolate
But-
can last inside of, a store in those environments. And a lot of you know this, had chocolate that once you put your hands on it and it can melt and get out in the heat. And once it
Yeah.
exceeds that, it is going to melt. And we do not want you to receive our crayons to melt. And during the summer months, we will be offering cold packs into the shipping. So
Mhm.
if you, in the future, this way that they will show up to you perfectly fine.
Right.
And this year, we're not going to be offering that because of the time frame that you'll be receiving them in the fall, when it's nice and cooler and colorful, just
That's
like the
true.
crayons.
Oh, just like our crayons. But I know it's been quite a long period, and we're going to keep fighting just like we have been. We're going to keep going strong. Just, I appreciate every single person being there supporting us and bearing with us with all these hurdles and jumps and hoops that we've had to constantly go through. It's
Yeah, it's
been a challenge.
been a big challenge. And those of you that are, watching, that's started a business or are entrepreneurs yourselves, you can understand that there is a lot to running a business, and especially in the food industry, you do not know what you're going to get hit with. And we have learned so much in the past 5 years that has gotten us to where we are, and we're not going anywhere. We're going to keep going. And that is why we are improvise, adapt, and overcome through every situation we've come up with. And we want to keep you guys informed. And we are so, we thank you for your patience and understanding and being here with us and supporting us through this. So
Definitely.
thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
Thank you so much.
Remember, let's make everyone a crayon eater, one seer at a time.